Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we start a new RPG and I have to tell you a few things in advance. We start to play The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. It's from the Legend of Heroes series by Falcom. The series started I think in the early 80s. Actually here I have, just to show you guys real quick, that's I think the first game in the series. On the PC Engine, The Legend of Heroes Dragon Slayer. And this series is special. I think that's the whole series is more than 20 games, but it's always 2, 3, or 4 games combined are one story arc, and then the story arc ends and a new story arc begins. So the story arc today is called Trails of Cold Steel. As I did show you, and it's special because Trails of Cold Steel 1 and 2 usually came on the PS3, but there are versions for the PS4 now, and Trails of Cold Steel 3 and 4 are PS4 games, so you can play the whole story arc on the PlayStation 4, which is nice. I'll show you the games all real quick. We do an unboxing of this in a few minutes. You can see it's a cardboard special edition thing. The second game as well, Trails of Cold Steel 2, cardboard special edition. And then the normal versions, Trails of Cold Steel 3. And the end of the saga, Trails of Cold Steel 4. As you can imagine, play 4 RPGs, each between 50 and each between 70 and 100 hours long, is a huge time investment. But as I said, it's something special that these 4 games are all on the same console, and I enjoyed them very much. Okay, let's do a quick. I show you quick the contents of the box of the first game. Let's open this thing up. You have in here a audio CD. As with all Falcom games, there are always little goodies inside. So there is a very nice steelbook DVD case. Of course, the disc is in the system now. It comes even with a manual, and a lot of these Falcom games also come with a little art book. And as I said, there are special goodies inside. Here in the first game is a coin. Can you see that? 50 Mira. It's a steel coin. Looks very nice. So if you play Falcom games, I always very much prefer the physical version of games and not the digital ones. And especially with Falcom games, because you get this stuff with the games, it's beneficial to get the physical edition. Okay, so let's start. Trails of Cold Steel 1. Okay. Forgot to mention in the intro that this will be a video of the Let's Start the Review series, of course, and this means it will have 2 parts. Let's watch the intro. To turn my headphones up for this.
奇跡の息遣いを感じられるのならもう迷いなどないさ空にこだまする明日へのこの瞬ききらめく星のように光になって道を照らし出すよだから行こう僕らの未来へ風が歌い出す明日への鼓動雲のにきらめく虹のように架け橋になり道を描き出すよだからほら顔を上げてまっすぐ前を向いてそうさ行くよ僕はそうさ行こう君と未来へ
There is. This really gets you pumped. Let's watch the options real quick. I think it should be all on standard, yes. New game. Go with normal difficulty. As always in Falcom games, there are several difficulties to choose from. Let's go with normal. Septian calendar 1204. 31st of August. Eastern edge of the Erebonian Empire. Garelia Fortress. If you want to get into those games, consider that they are.
It's no use.
They need to. You need to plan a lot of time to get through them all.
What's happening? Who's in control of those? Get in touch with the 4th Armored Division.
As always with Japanese RPGs, they are very text heavy, so it's a lot to read. Some people don't like that. It's the same in all Persona games, similar RPGs. I just have to read through a lot of story. Music is awesome. As always with Falcom games, I might say.
This is awful. What happened here?
Terrible.
I can smell smoke. Are they using gunpowder?
They've completely blindsided us. It appears that everything else they've done today was to serve as a decoy, even making the tanks go haywire.
Right. It looks like their real target was the railway guns all along, which means they must be serious about targeting that trade conference in Crossbell City.
They wouldn't! How low can they possibly sink?
So, they're intent on taking the Chancellor's head after all.
Resorting to such wanton violence? This is absolutely outrageous.
This is of course our main cast, but they will be introduced later.
Please, let us help. We don't know if reinforcements are on the way, and it doesn't look like we have much time left. We have to stop them before they can activate the railway guns.
In the first two
He's
games,
right.
you play as these guys, Class 7 of Force Military Academy,
We have to try.
but we'll get to that. And in the
Not to let those terrorists have their way.
game 3 and 4, you play as the new Class 7.
Looks like any
So these
attempt to
guys
convince you otherwise would fall on
become the
deaf ears.
teachers and stuff and go their ways, and there is a new Class 7 on the new
Green,
military
you and the rest
campus,
of Group A are with me.
and then you play as those guys.
Group B, you'll be under the command of Major Neidhart.
In the end, in this story arc, in these 4 games,
The other
there are
faces an actual
loads
combat
of
situation
characters.
with real lives at stake. Yes, sir. All right, Class 7. Our objective is to stop the activation of the railway guns. We've learned a lot at the Academy. It's time to put that knowledge to the test. Understood.
In this beginning sequence, of course, you learn the basics of combat. With this game, every part of the series adds something new to the combat.
Here they come.
Those are not the most difficult games, because as I just said, every game adds something new to the combat, and okay, the enemies get a little better too, but
mechanical monstrosities.
Save the talking for later. We
I thought the game is more on the easy side, because later on you have so many possibilities of destroying the enemies. It's like crafts are very powerful. You can already see you have just normal attacks, items like in all RPGs, and craft, arts are some sort of magic. And to the right you can see S-breaks, super moves. Let's just go with... Maybe I should talk a little bit about the battle here. To the left you can see the order, the turn order. So now it's my turn, also the main character's turn. His character portrait is to the top left, and the blue-haired girl will be next, and then so on, so on, so on. And this move, for instance, Autumn Leaf Cutter, you can see impede. It's an area attack, and S means it's a small area attack, and impede means it will delay the enemy's actions. You can see you can move the circle freely, so now it affects those two enemies. Maybe we can position it so it will get all three. Yes, let's try that.
My turn.
She now sometimes, also often special turns are activated per pure random. Like this turn, the blue-haired girl has a 0 arts effect. So in this turn I can use an art absolutely for free. You can see the experience, also the EP value at 0. So let's do Frost Edge. Is it only going to affect one of those? Maybe we can 1-1.
Leave it to me. Take this! Now!
An opening!
My turn.
Okay, here you could see it's a lot to take in for the beginning. Oh no, she missed.
Here we go!
He could perform a follow-up attack.
Leave it to me. Didn't see that coming. Now. My turn.
Those combination attacks refill some of your CP points. Those are the points you need for super moves and those craft attacks.
Shatter! Off guard!
What do you say we get moving?
Nothing slows you down, does it?
We'll talk about all those gems I just got later.
doubt about it. Those things were the same as the one we fought outside with Bram.
It seems a large number of them are on the loose inside the fortress. I'm guessing that's what got the soldiers we just saw too.
Seems so.
So these are archaisms.
Are you certain, Instructor?
Yeah, they're a kind of autonomous weapon made by a rather unsavory group. And a real pain to deal with, too. We need to hurry, but keep your wits about you.
Understood.
As I said in the intro, the first two games originally originated on the PS3, I think, or maybe Xbox 360 as well. Don't know for sure. But so the graphics, but they're a little updated here for the PS4 version. But the graphics are a little bit nicer in the third and fourth game.
Now's our chance!
And one for me! Not half bad.
I welcome all challengers.
Trying to get the enemy from behind, so I have an advantage going into the battle, but it didn't work out there. Let's do one more attack.
All right. Take this! Now,
An opening!
Leave it to me. Do it!
Of course! Huh? Evil will fall before my blade.
Here they come. Stay my turn.
Let's do with her a normal attack.
Do it!
here we go!
Green will craft.
Second form, Gale! Now's our chance!
And one for me.
It's my turn.
Of course! Huh?
Leave it to me.
Here we go! Leave it to me. Time is precious. We should hurry.
Something there. There's a gap here.
My turn!
You can change the
my
leading
turn.
character.
I've got this!
Usually like to stay as Serene Schwarzer. These things you can save your game or rest. Let's rest. But I think it will not refill your CP point. At least not to the max. No, it didn't refill them. This whole sequence now is, of course,
This must be Borelli Academy.
There!
it's not hard as it's. You could see it's the start of the game, but
Those are...
The railway guns.
They're enormous.
Damn! How did they manage to get them prepped so fast? Don't tell me they're just gonna let them rip without even setting a target.
it's like in Persona 5. you start at the midpoint in the game, let's say, and then they tell you the events of the beginning of the game through backstories, and you play through the backstory till you get to this point again.
Oh, they're certainly not shy about bringing out the big guns.
Ugh, we don't have time for this. We need to take these things out fast.
It's been a while since I've played through these games,
Let's send these cretins
but I
to
must
the
say,
scrap heap.
it's already very fun again.
My turn.
I'm so happy that the first game of the next story arc, actually, it's out in Japan for a while now, but actually it's coming to the West, I think, in May or June. In summer it comes. Let's do this one.
Here we go. All right.
Gaius got some CP back, but he still is low.
My turn. Shatter! Now!
Leave it to me.
This reaches both.
Didn't see that coming. Do it!
Go. Here we go.
Let's do
Flames,
super attack. Costs alt CP, and if you do it when your CP is at 200 at max, then it does more damage. So
Leave it to me.
here the enemy
My
has
turn.
burn status now, so he loses a lot of HP when he takes an action. Maybe I should switch to the other one. Oh, let's finish this one off first.
Right! Huh? Off guard!
It's my turn.
Okay.
Go.
Right! Huh?
Leave it to me.
My turn.
Can activate the super moves with any character right away at any time. So I will show you after this attack, because I think this whole sequence is over after this fight. So it doesn't matter if I use all my CP points. So now you can see the next turn would be the enemy's turn, but now I do all three super moves.
Radiant breakdown!
It sounds a little bit complicated, the whole battle system thing, but you will get it in no time.
Let's see you live through this.
I don't think the enemy, it will be enough to kill the enemy. Okay, it is enough.
Good work.
A self-destruct mechanism.
We're running out of time. I'm gonna go on ahead. Follow me as soon as you're sure it's safe to.
big guns.
Railway guns.
Oh no!
Don't!
So this was the intro, and now we actually go to the beginning of the story. And we later catch up to this point. I'll be quiet during the sequence so you can enjoy the music. Our main character. It's a lot of names. I can tell you, when you're at the third or fourth game, you need to remember the names of about 50 or 60 characters. But it's quite crazy. I love the music of Falcom games. It's so great. Now we should go back. I know, it's March now. 5 months earlier. Game does a very nice job with showing you the map from time to time. In this world, you do all the travel by train, and it always shows a world map or a map of Erebonia, where exactly you're going from and where you're going to. So you always had to have a sense of where you're at, because the geographical areas and the political situations to the neighbor states, and so all is part of the story. Mainly the later games. The first game starts a little more straightforward.
The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This train is bound for Bereahard via Keldic. The next stop is Trista. Trista. We will be stopped at Trista for 1 minute. When disembarking, please ensure no belongings are left behind.
Almost there. Man, spring's really in full bloom here, huh? Back home, there was still so much snow on the ground, I hardly even realized it.
lost the game. Is it over? Sorry for the little cut there. I had to fix an audio issue. I think we barely lost a minute, so let's continue. It's better now. We'll see. Need to get a new laptop.
Are those Lino flowers? I've never seen so many all blossoming at once. I'll be spending the next 2 years here. Wonder how long it'll be before I think of it as home. But yeah, I think I'm going to like it.
Ouch.
Whoa, sorry about that. Are you okay? I should have picked a better place to take in the scenery.
Don't worry about it. I should have been paying more attention to where I was going instead of gawking at the flowers. It's really a pretty town, though, isn't it? Just like a postcard.
Yeah, I guess that's the magic of springtime for you. I hope everything in your case is okay.
I came to this town to
Oh,
at the
don't
end,
worry about
as I
that.
said,
It'll
to
be
military academy. That's why we're wearing school
Hey,
uniforms.
you've got the red uniform too, huh?
Okay,
Yeah,
I
but
just said
now
that.
that you mention it, almost everyone else on the train had a green jacket. You're one of the few I've seen in red. I didn't really think about it until now.
I hadn't given it much thought until I got here either. But yeah, like you said, there have been a few others sporting them too, so I doubt it's a mistake. Maybe it means we'll end up being classmates. Anyway, I should get going. I've got a feeling we'll see each other again at the entrance ceremony, though.
I totally forgot to ask her name. Oh well, I'm sure we'll run into each other later. She's right though. It is weird that there are so few of us in red. Are there even enough to make a class? That orbment they sent with the uniform is pretty strange too. It sure looks a lot fancier than your standard issue orbment, that's for sure. Guess there's no point in racking my brain over it. Someone will probably explain it during orientation. Thor's military academy is on the north side of town. I've still got some time to look around before the entrance ceremony, but it'd be pretty awkward to be late the first day.
Way to Thor's prologue. I should mention, if you're planning to, for some awkward reason, to not start with the first game or not play all 4 of them, let's say you start for some reason with the third game and you only want to play the third and fourth game. In each game there is a summary in the main menu where you can read about the events of the games before. So it's a lot to read, but you could do that if you want to. So let's see. There is my notebook, my 500 mirror. Isn't there a map somewhere? Oh, there's the map. I think we need just go to Force. That's where the red exclamation mark is. Oh. activated turbo mode there by mistake.
I shall take my leave here, milady. I pray you find victory here in both your studies and your training.
Thank you, Klaus. I'm leaving everything in your hands while Father is away.
Understood, milady. Oh, please excuse my rudeness, young sir. It truly is a splendid day, is it not? The start of a new chapter. Allow me to express my sincerest congratulations on your admittance into this fine academic institution.
Oh. Thank you very much. I'm guessing he's a butler? He certainly looks the part. That means the girl with him must have been a noble. She did have a certain dignity about her. I wonder if she's from a famous military family or something. So this is it.
The story of this story arc is really interesting because usually in RPGs you have to
Thor's Military
defeat the
Academy.
evil empire or rescue some person, and here you have the political struggle of many countries,
Founded by
and
the
you have
legendary Emperor
the
Dreikels himself.
difficulty between nobles and commoners, and of course it's 4 long games, so they had way more room to build up a really interesting story than in, let's say, one 40-hour RPG. Of course, the difficulty in showing you guys those games is just timing.
Obliged.
So I play as this category is intended. I play
If
2
you'll allow
hours
me to take your luggage.
to give you an
That won't be
impression
necessary.
about the game,
I prefer to avoid standing out too much.
and
But, sir,
I will review it a little bit as I go,
This isn't open for debate.
and you can decide for yourself
Take
if you
whatever
want to
rest
get
you
into
need,
it
then
or
return
not.
to Berea-Hard.
as you wish. I shall be departing then, sir. May your time spent in these hallowed halls be all you've hoped for. Please take care of yourself.
Wow, an orbital limousine. And one of Reinford's fanciest models, too. Looks like even Erebonia's upper crust send their children here.
Welcome to Thor's Military Academy.
I think I said that in the Lagoon video.
Let's see. Yes, you're the last of them. That'd make you Breen Schwarzer,
It's a little
right?
different if you play a
Yes,
PS4
it's me.
RPG
It's a
or a
pleasure to
Super
meet you.
Nintendo RPG,
But how do you know me?
but
It's a long story. Don't sweat the details right now.
Is that your weapon you've got wrapped up? I'll need to hold on to that for the time being.
Oh, right. It mentioned something about that in the guidebook.
Thanks. We should be able to return it to you before long. You'll hardly even miss it.
The entrance ceremony is going to be held in the auditorium. Just head straight back. You can't miss it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your first day at Thor's.
We're glad to have you. I hope these next 2 years will be a fruitful time for you.
I guess those two must be second years? That girl definitely looked younger than me. What was that about me being the last? I'm not seriously the very Sounds like it's about time for the ceremony to start, though. Well, here's to the start of a great 2 years.
To show you guys
Now, if
something.
I may, I'd
Excuse me,
like
I have
to
to
say
get
a
it
few
down
words
from the
in
shelf.
closing about this academy's illustrious history.
If you want to, there are also, like, is this game Trails into Reverie? It's some sort of a not exactly a sequel, but
Thor's military
it's
academy was
a fifth
founded
game,
almost 220 years ago.
and it wraps up some ends in the story, expands a little bit on the
Its
characters.
founder, as I'm sure
It's not
you're all
necessary
aware,
for the whole
was
story,
none other
but
than
it's a
the
nice
great
addition.
Emperor Dracos. The very same emperor who ended the War of the Lions and returned prosperity to the Erebonian Empire. 30 years after becoming emperor, in the later years of his life, he opened the doors of this institution. It was to be a place where young people like yourselves could learn the art of war. But with the mechanization of the military, many of our graduates now pursue careers outside the army. Our mission, however, remains the same: to prepare our students to fulfill Emperor Dracos' famous mandate. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world. Though much has happened these past 2¼ centuries, the world is still the domain of the young. Yet still the question remains: what qualities must one possess to become a part of its foundation? I hope this credo will serve as a guide and an inspiration to you during Go forth, my students. The world awaits the great things you will one day accomplish.
The foundation of the world, huh? No kidding. Though, this is Dracos the Lionheart we're talking about. He didn't earn his nickname by taking the easy road. Guess we've got more to worry about than just passing exams, huh?
I guess we do.
Elliot Craig.
I'm Elliot Craig. Nice to meet you.
Reen Schwarzer. Hey, looks like we're sporting the same school fashion.
Yeah, no idea what the red uniform is supposed to mean, though. Most of the other students are wearing green. Well, except for the ones in the white uniforms. Those must be the nobles.
Looks that way. Though...
Something wrong?
Nah, just thinking to myself.
And that brings us to the close of Thor's 215th entrance ceremony. Next, please proceed to the class designated in your guidebook. There, you will go over the school rules as well as your class's curriculum. That is all. Dismissed!
The class designated in our guidebook? I don't remember seeing anything like that.
There wasn't any information on that in mine either. I just assumed they'd tell us where to go after the ceremony.
All right! Students in red uniforms, if I can have your attention, please. By now, you're probably all confused. Where's my class assignment, you're probably thinking. That's perfectly understandable. Your situation is a little more complicated than the other students. But before I explain, I'd like all of you to join me for a special orienteering exercise.
What?
Did you mean an orientation exercise?
Worry not. Now, right...
Looks like we're gonna have to follow her if we want any answers.
What do you think this is all about?
I have no idea, but we're not going to accomplish anything just standing...
Oh, the novels. Of course, the beginning of every RPG is very story driven. In the beginning, you saw some combat, and
What is this place?
Why is there a building this dilapidated on campus?
I think
Looks
2
like it should have
hours
been
will
torn
be
down ages ago.
enough to give you a real good impression of the game. In the first game, you maybe I should
does
say
she
that, but
even
of
want
course,
us to
no
do here?
spoilers. You attend class and stuff, but it's not like in Persona. You go on
ever
field
gonna tell
trips
us what's
on
going
special missions to different towns. So you
I
go to
suppose we'll
different
just have to
areas,
go
different
inside and
towns,
see for ourselves what awaits us.
and I thought it very nice
This
and
place
interesting
looks
when I
like
first
some
played
old
this game.
haunted mansion or something.
Now that you mention it, it kinda does. I think this is everyone I've seen with a red uniform so far. I guess we really are part of the same class then.
So, these are our new underclassmen, huh?
Yep. They've got a different set of hoops to jump through than we did, though. I'm just happy all our work's paying off. I'd hate to have put in a year's worth of effort for nothing.
Ain't that the truth? Wait, when did you do any work? You were just slacking off the whole time.
Says the master slacker.
Master slacker.
Still, looks like Elisa's got some stiff competition. Quite a bevy of beauties they've got there. And I'm looking forward to getting intimately acquainted with each and every one of them.
I think she means the girls.
Oh, you know one of them? Wait. No, not these ones too. Stop flirting with every damn girl you lay eyes on. Do you have any idea how many guys at this school have gotten their hearts broken because of your libido? Did you just sneer at me? Oh, you...
Come on now, no fighting, you two.
Well, look who finally made it. Nice work.
You got our little chickadees all sorted out, I take it?
Yep, they're all bright-eyed and ready to go. So from here on out, we're gonna have to give it all we've got to support this fledgling class.
Now you sound the part of the student council president.
Guess she's going all in.
Well, they'd be in for a pretty rough time if we didn't help out a little. At least to start with, anyway. Everything's ready over there, right?
You betcha. Just like the instructor asked. Can't help but feel a little sorry for them, though.
Same here. They've got no idea what they're being tossed into. The class they've been picked for didn't even exist before this year. Guess all we can do is watch and see what they're made of, right?
That's why we are special. Old schoolhouse, first floor. Sarah Valestine.
The name's Sarah Valestine.
Valestine, okay.
I'm the instructor in charge of Class 7, which means you get the pleasure of seeing me all year. Glad to finally meet you.
She's the homeroom teacher.
Wait, Class 7?
I'm not sure I understand. I wasn't told anything about this at enrollment.
Excuse me, Instructor Sarah? I was under the impression that there were only 5 classes at this academy, and that students were split among them based on their social class and home region.
Right you are, Miss Top Scorer on the Thor's entrance exam. Students in each year are divided into 5 classes, 2 for the nobility and 3 for commoners. And it's been that way for ages, right up through last year. But this year, we decided to shake things up a little.
What do you...
We now have a 6th class, fittingly titled Class 7. And in Class 7, we recognize no distinction between nobles and commoners.
Doesn't make any
Wait,
sense at all.
You just jumped straight from 5 to 7?
That's what I said.
You're really putting nobles and commoners in the same class?
This must be some kind of joke. And why is this the first I've heard of it?
Well, who are you again?
Arceus Regnitz.
Machias Regnitz. And with all due respect, instructor, it's ludicrous to intermix nobles and commoners like this. Must I be forced to spend my next 2 years shoulder to shoulder with those arrogant, stuck-up hedonists?
You do know I'm not the one who made the decision, right? Besides, what's the big deal anyway? You're all kids. Can't you all just get along or something?
Just get along? And how would you propose we do that? And what's your...
Oh, nothing much. I just find the irony of your behavior rather humorous.
Is that so? It seems the scion of some noble house has left the comfort of his mansion to grace the unwashed masses with his
I
wisdom.
think Machias doesn't like
Please,
nobles.
milord, do share your esteemed name with us so I can give you all the respect you deserve.
Eustace Alberea. Not that I'd expect the name of an arrogant...
He's from one of the 4 great houses.
The son of Duke Alberea, lord of the Kreutzen province in the southeast.
Well, you don't get much more noble than that.
Interesting. I'd heard the rumors.
Do you expect me? Your family lineage means nothing to me. I'll never bend my knee.
Okay. I'm sure a couple of you have a few grievances, but now's not the time. I'll hear your complaints later. Right now, you've got your orienteering exercise, and far be it from me to keep you from our fun little icebreaker.
You mentioned this orienteering?
It's a form of outdoor competition, isn't it? Something like a cross between a map reading exercise and a scavenger hunt?
Is that why they asked us to hand over our weapons at the gate?
Nothing gets by you, does it? But I don't want to spoil the fun, so let's get started, shall we?
What?
Oh.
What?
Come on, Fee. No cheating. You're going with them, and that's that. What's the point in having an icebreaker if you don't make a couple of new friends?
Lame.
Lame.
Oh, what just happened?
The floor gave out from under us.
I can't believe I fell for such an obvious trap.
Does this mean there's a series of catacombs beneath the school grounds then?
What does that woman think she's playing at?
I thought my heart was going to jump out of my chest. Hey, Reen, are you... okay?
JRPG moment.
Easy now. Hands where she can see them.
What happened? Huh?
Well, this is a bit awkward.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Still, I'm just glad you're okay. That's what's really important.
Also typical JRPG.
Wow, it's just...
Well, now that I've hit the bottom, things can only improve. I hope.
Hey, there are weapons.
What is this place anyway?
I was wondering the same thing. We should check out those tables.
Is this?
It's coming from the devices we received with the Academy guidebook.
Seems to be some sort of portable orbment.
Right you are. These handy little devices are
Is that Miss
So these devices have built-in communication.
Wait.
Our
Don't
mobile
tell me
phones.
these things are...
new model battle orbments made through a partnership between the Epstein Foundation and Reinford Company. Newly made 5th generation battle orbments, in fact. They're called Arcus units.
Arcus.
So these are battle orbments. That means they'll allow us to use arts, right?
Sure will. Just set a quartz into one of its slots and you can use arts all the livelong day. Which is why I've prepared enough quartz for each and every one of you. The weapons you brought are all here too, each packaged neatly along a little box containing a quartz. Find yours and try setting the quartz into your Arcus.
I suppose it can't hurt to try.
Let's see. Mine is.
Oh, I see mine over there.
Course, that's a master quartz.
That's called a master quartz. If you set that into the large slot in the center of your Arcus, you'll be able to use arts. Go on, give it a try.
I think in the first game you can set only one master quartz. Yes, one master quartz, and then you can set in magic here or other force. Do you have another one? No. You can set those around it and you can perform attack arts, healing arts, or just arts or gems that increase your stats, something like that. Now we set the master quartz.
That light means that you've successfully synchronized with your Arcus. Congratulations! These Arcus units have plenty more nifty features, but I wouldn't want to bombard you with too much info all at once. So, anyway, since you've got your Arcus all set, when you step through that door, you'll be in an underground testing area. Basically, it's a dungeon.
Basically, it's the
pretty
first
large
dungeon.
and full of twists and turns. But when you find the exit, there are monsters wandering around them. With all that said, your objective is to make your way through this area, make it back in one piece, and if you make it back safely, I might even give you a kiss.
I don't think...
And just where do you think you're going? Were you planning to
I have no interest in becoming friends with anyone, unless you've suddenly decided you do want to keep company with one of those. Still, if you're afraid of the monsters, after all, what kind of Erebonian noble would I be if I didn't have at least some degree of prowess with a sword? And noblesse oblige dictates that it's my sacred duty to protect powerless common.
What the hell? Nobody's... If that's how you're gonna be, I'll just find my way out of here before you! I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself without some relic of an outdated class system dragging me down.
What should we do?
The only thing we can do. We should begin exploring these ruins ourselves. I believe it would be prudent to remain in small groups, however. Would the two of you have any objections to accompanying me?
Oh, no, that's fine.
It would be a huge help, actually.
And you're welcome to join us as... well... I suppose that's a no. Perhaps we'll run into her along the way, and she can join us then. So, shall we be off? I'm certain you gentlemen will be fine, but do take care.
Okay.
If you'll excuse us, please.
So let's get going.
You can say that again. I'll have to clear things up with her later. Anyway...
Not your fault.
Should the three of us stick together too?
Sounds good to me. I'd get pretty anxious wandering around a place like this alone.
No objections here. I'd be happy to accompany you.
Gaius.
I don't believe I've introduced myself yet. My name is Gaius Warzel. I just arrived in the Empire, so any help you can offer would be much appreciated.
Oh, so you're from abroad. My name's Reen Schwarzer.
I'm Elliot Craig. So...
Of course. Why else would
It's a spear, but it has that odd cross-shaped head.
It looks kind of awesome.
Think of it as combining the best parts of a spear and a poleaxe. I was pretty handy with it back home. But speaking of weapons, I have to say, yours looks pretty unique.
Oh, this thing.
Is it a staff? Wait, no. It's an ornament, isn't it?
Both, actually. It's an orbal staff. The tech is pretty recent. This one's still a prototype, more or less. Back during enrollment, they told me I had some aptitude for it, so when it came time to choose, I just sort of ran with it.
Interesting. I've never seen anything like it before.
Can't say I have either.
They're still in development, apparently, so there aren't too many around just yet. But that said, I'm curious about what you've got there, Reen.
Oh, my sword?
Yeah, but what kind of sword is it?
It's different from the kinds of swords I thought the people in the Empire used, though.
It's an Eastern style of saber called Itachi. Any way you slice it, though, it's basically a longsword.
Wow, that's one beautiful blade.
The craftsmanship looks exceptional.
They're renowned for the layering of their steel and the sharpness of their edge. Truth be told, though, I'm still a little hesitant to be swinging around something this dangerous.
Seriously? If that's what hesitant looks like...
Well, you sound like a good guy to have around when the going gets tough. Speaking of which, I think we've been standing around long enough. We should really be getting ourselves into trouble.
I think I can manage that. You saw it yourselves. Trouble has a way of dropping in on me. Let's take it slow and steady, though. We need to adapt to each other's fighting styles to really gel as a team.
Got it.
Okay. One thing I'm able to save here. Or do I? Okay. Worked. Okay, now at an hour and 1 minute. So this is the end of the first part. Okay, this was the first part of Trails of Cold Steel, Legend of Heroes. Stay tuned for part 2. I think part 2 will air on, as usual, in the night between Monday and Tuesday. So until then, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please leave me a comment, like the video, and consider subscribing to the channel. I will see you guys soon. Bye!